Welcome back to my channel. Today we will learn about the issue that has stirred deep emotion and heartbreaking resolve in CBS's The Bold and the Beautiful. This new chapter in the saga centers around Liam Spencer, whose terminal illness has already sent shockwaves through the Forrester, Spencer, and Logan families. But what unfolds next is a powerful story of love rediscovered, family reconciliation, and a desperate fight for one more chance at life. At the center of it all is Hope Logan, mother of Liam's daughter Beth, and her unforgettable attempt to bring light back into Liam's darkening world. As we saw in earlier episodes, Steffi finally made the decision to tell Hope the truth about Liam's illness. Hope had noticed Liam's absence from her and Beth's lives, and Steffi couldn't continue carrying the weight of the secret alone. Hope was devastated when she learned the truth. The man she once loved deeply, the father of her daughter, was dying. She was overwhelmed by guilt, pain, and disbelief. She couldn't imagine Beth growing up without her father. And she couldn't let Liam walk through this alone. Determined to see him, Hope arrived unannounced at Steffi's home, where Liam had been staying. She didn't expect a warm reunion, she only wanted to be there for him, to support him in any way she could. But what she walked into would shake her to her core. As Hope entered the house, she called out softly, "Liam?" There was no response at first, just silence. Then, she heard movement upstairs and rushed toward the source. The moment she opened the door to Liam's room, she froze. There, seated on the bed, Liam was holding a small vial in his hands, its label unmistakably reading cyanide compound. His hands were trembling, his face pale, and his eyes glassy. Hope gasped. "Liam, no!" She sprinted forward, knocking the bottle from his hands before he could lift it to his lips. The vial hit the floor, rolling away under the dresser. Liam looked up, shocked, disoriented. "Hope, how did you know?" Hope wrapped her arms around him, holding him tightly. "Steffi told me. I know everything." Liam broke down in her arms, sobbing. "I didn't want you to see me like this. I didn't want anyone to see me this way. I just wanted to make it end before it got worse. Before I became a burden." Hope pulled him back and looked him in the eyes. "You are not a burden. You are Beth's father. You are loved. And you don't get to make that decision for the rest of us." Liam's voice cracked. "I'm so scared, Hope. I don't want to leave you. I don't want to leave Beth. But every day I feel myself slipping." Hope wiped his tears. "Then fight. Please. For Beth. For us. We'll find better doctors. Better hospitals. There are specialists all over the world. We are not giving up." Liam nodded slowly. Something in Hope's voice, her steadiness, her certainty, cut through the fog of despair he had been drowning in. For the first time in weeks, he felt something spark inside him again. Not quite hope, but the faint outline of it. "Promise me you won't ever try something like that again," Hope said. "I promise," Liam whispered. "I swear to you, I won't." They sat in silence for a moment, their foreheads touching, tears falling freely. Then, almost instinctively, Liam leaned in. Their lips met in a soft, quiet kiss. One born not of lust, but of familiarity, comfort, and a deep emotional bond that time and heartbreak had never truly erased. After they pulled away, Hope looked into Liam's eyes and confessed, "I never stopped loving you. Even when things went wrong, even when we both moved on. Part of me always held on." Liam closed his eyes. "Hearing that means more than you'll ever know." The next day, Hope returned with Beth. Liam's eyes lit up when he saw his daughter, and the joy on her face when she hugged her father filled the room with light. For a moment, it was as if nothing was wrong. For a moment, there was only love. Hope made a decision. She would move in with Liam and Steffi so Beth could spend as much time with her father as possible. After a brief but heartfelt conversation with Steffi, they all agreed. The situation was unconventional, but love was the priority. Steffi, though surprised by the rekindling of Hope and Liam's bond, put Beth and Liam first. There was no room for rivalry now, only compassion and support. In the days that followed, the household adapted to a new rhythm. Hope, Steffi, and Finn coordinated care routines. Beth brought laughter to the house, which helped distract Liam from his pain. Ridge and Brooke visited more frequently. Even Bill showed a rare emotional vulnerability, spending quiet evenings with his son, holding his hand, telling stories of the past, and reminding Liam how proud he was. Liam's condition remained serious. The treatments were aggressive, and his body struggled to keep up. But his spirit, once broken, was mending, strengthened by the presence of his daughter, the forgiveness from his past love, and the unity of a family that refused to let him walk this road alone. One afternoon, Liam sat outside with Beth in his lap and Hope beside him. The sun was shining, and for the first time in months, he felt peace. "I didn't think I'd get this," he said softly. "One more day like this. It means everything." Hope kissed his forehead. "You'll have more than one. You're not done yet." They watched Beth chase butterflies in the garden, and Liam held Hope's hand tightly. "I wasted so much time running," he said. "From you. From my feelings. I wish I could go back." "You're here now," Hope whispered. "That's what matters." As the weeks passed, the bond between Liam and Hope deepened. They never labeled their relationship, but the love between them was evident. They found joy in small things, family dinners, bedtime stories, early morning sunrises. Liam lived each day with intention, grateful for the time he had left. Meanwhile, Hope began researching clinics and treatment trials. She contacted oncologists across the country, looking for anything that might offer a new path forward. With Bill's resources and Ridge's connections, doors began to open. And then, a miracle, an oncology team at a cutting-edge facility in Boston agreed to review Liam's case. They specialized in rare, aggressive cancers and had had some recent success with experimental gene therapy. The process would be grueling, with no guarantees, but it was something. And for the first time in months, Liam dared to hope. "I'm ready to try," he said. "Whatever it takes." Hope smiled. "Then we go together." As arrangements were made for Liam's temporary move to Boston for treatment, the entire family rallied behind him. Steffi, Finn, Bill, Brooke, and even Wyatt came together to wish him well. On the morning of his departure, Liam stood at the gate of the Forrester estate, suitcase in hand, with Hope and Beth beside him. Steffi hugged him tightly. "You're going to make it," she said. "You're stronger than any of us ever knew." Liam smiled. "Thank you for everything, Steffi. For giving me a place. A family." He turned to Hope, taking her hand. "Whatever happens next, I'll never forget this. You saved me." Hope kissed him softly. "No, Liam. You saved yourself. I just reminded you who you are." With that, they boarded the plane to Boston. The story is far from over. In the bold and the beautiful, life is fragile, love is enduring, and sometimes, just sometimes, the impossible becomes possible. Next, we will dive deep into the ever-complicated love triangle of Brooke Logan, Ridge Forrester, and Taylor Hayes on The Bold and the Beautiful. This iconic soap opera saga continues to captivate audiences with its whirlwind of romance, heartbreak, and unrelenting drama. As Brooke once again sets her sights on rekindling her storied romance with Ridge, we explore the intricacies of her determination, the opinions of the actors behind these beloved characters, and the enduring concept of destiny that has defined this couple for nearly 4 decades. Buckle up as we unpack the latest developments, sprinkle in some fresh perspectives, and ponder what the future holds for these star-crossed lovers in the glamorous world of Forrester Creations. First, let's set the stage with Brooke Logan's latest mission to win back Ridge Forrester's heart. In the opulent halls of the Forrester mansion and the chic offices of their family fashion empire, Brooke has reignited her campaign to reclaim the man she's loved through countless ups and downs. Despite Ridge's current romantic entanglement with Taylor Hayes, Brooke's resolve remains unshakable. Her eyes sparkle with the hope of past promises as she recalls stolen moments under the California sun and whispered confessions of eternal love. While some might see her persistence as a tired refrain, others view it as a testament to a woman who knows what, or rather, who she wants. This isn't just a fleeting crush for Brooke, it's a lifelong pursuit woven into the very fabric of her identity. Could this be the chapter where her dreams finally align with reality, or is she chasing a mirage in the Los Angeles haze? Delving deeper into the minds behind the characters, we turn to the insights of the actors who breathe life into this drama. Torsten Kaye, who portrays Ridge, recently shared a surprising perspective, suggesting that his character's true path lies with Taylor. His comments during a candid interview hinted at a softer, perhaps more stable future with the poised psychiatrist, a woman who has often been Ridge's anchor in turbulent times. On the other hand, Katherine Kelly Lang, the talented actress behind Brooke, paints a different picture. During a lively discussion on Bold Live, hosted by the show's supervising producer Casey Kasperzik, Lang defended Brooke's unwavering belief in her destined union with Ridge. With a warm laugh, she acknowledged that the destiny narrative might feel like a record stuck on repeat to some fans. Yet, she emphasized Brooke's deep-seated conviction, likening her to a tenacious spirit who refuses to let go of her heart's ultimate prize. Lang's portrayal adds layers of vulnerability to Brooke, revealing a woman whose confidence masks a fear of being alone in a city brimming with fleeting connections. The concept of destiny itself, as Lang revealed on Bold Live, has been a cornerstone of Brooke and Ridge's relationship since the earliest days of their romance, nearly 38 years ago. Responding to a curious fan's question about when this fated connection first emerged, Lang traced it back to the late 1980s, when the sparks between Brooke and Ridge ignited a fire that would burn through decades of soap opera history. This wasn't just a buzzword thrown into scripts. It became a rallying cry for Bridge fans worldwide, a symbol of a bond that could weather betrayals, rivalries, and even competing love stories. Imagine a young Brooke, gazing into Ridge's eyes at a lavish Forrester gala, whispering of a future written in the stars, a future she's still fighting for today. This enduring theme isn't just nostalgia, it's a narrative thread that ties their past to every present moment of longing. But as the years roll on, does this idea of destiny still hold the same magic, or has it become a heavy anchor dragging Brooke into an endless cycle of hope and heartbreak? Exploring Brooke's romantic options or lack thereof adds another dimension to her relentless pursuit of Ridge. A fan's pointed question on Bold Live challenged whether Brooke's fixation on destiny feels old and exhausting, to which Lang admitted it can seem repetitive. However, she painted a poignant picture of Brooke's limited alternatives in the sprawling metropolis of Los Angeles. Once, there was a glimmer of something new with Hollis, a charming figure who briefly swept Brooke off her feet during a whimsical dinner at a seaside bistro. Their laughter echoed over crashing waves, and for a moment, Brooke glimpsed a different path. Tragically, Hollis is no longer in the picture, leaving Brooke to wonder if the City of Angels holds any other knights in shining armor for her. With eligible bachelors seemingly scarce in her orbit, her heart loops back to Ridge, the man who's been her North Star through every storm. Is this a sign she's meant to be with him, or a cruel reminder that sometimes, love is a lonely battlefield? Lang's reflections on Brooke's future also offer a refreshing take on love and commitment in the soap opera realm. When asked if she envisions Brooke walking down the aisle again, Lang expressed a desire for her character to take a breather from the matrimonial whirlwind. After numerous marriages, each a spectacle of white lace and whispered vows, she suggested that Brooke might find contentment in a different kind of partnership. Picture Brooke and Ridge, not bound by legal papers, but by a mature, unspoken pact of mutual respect and deep affection. Lang mused that at this stage in Brooke's journey, a marriage certificate isn't the ultimate goal. Instead, a relationship built on trust, shared laughter over coffee at Il Giardino, and quiet evenings watching the sunset over the Pacific could be enough. This perspective challenges the traditional soap trope of endless weddings, offering a vision of love that prioritizes emotional connection over grand gestures. Could this be the evolution Brooke needs to redefine her happiness? As we wrap up this deep dive into Brooke Logan's latest chapter on The Bold and the Beautiful, it's clear that her story is far from over. Her pursuit of Ridge, fueled by a belief in destiny that stretches across decades, continues to be a polarizing force both for fans and the characters themselves. Whether you see her as a hopeless romantic or a woman trapped by her own ideals, Brooke's journey is a roller coaster of passion and perseverance. Torsten Kay and Catherine Kelly Lang bring nuanced depth to this saga, inviting us to question whether true love is about holding on or knowing when to let go. As the drama unfolds in the glitzy world of high fashion and higher stakes, one thing remains certain: Brooke's heart will keep beating for Ridge, come what may. Next, we will uncover the heart-wrenching developments surrounding Hope Logan, Steffy Forrester, and Liam Spencer on The Bold and the Beautiful. A storm of emotions brews in Los Angeles as shocking news about Liam's health comes to light, testing the bonds between these iconic characters. With long-standing rivalries, hidden secrets, and a desperate wish for family unity, this latest twist promises to deliver drama in spades. Join us as we explore the raw emotions, unexpected revelations, and potential reconciliations that could reshape relationships forever in the glamorous yet tumultuous world of Forrester Creations. Let's begin with the bombshell moment that shakes Hope Logan to her core. In the quiet of her charming cabin, nestled among the serene landscapes of LA, a knock at the door interrupts her day. Standing there is none other than Steffy Forrester, her longtime rival, with a grave expression clouding her usually confident demeanor. Steffy, dressed in a sleek black blazer that mirrors the seriousness of her mission, braces herself to deliver news that will alter Hope's world. As the words tumble out, Hope's heart sinks. She learns that Liam, the man who has been a pivotal part of her life through countless joys and sorrows, is battling a life-threatening condition. Her eyes glisten with unshed tears, reflecting the golden afternoon light streaming through the window, as she grapples with the unimaginable reality. The weight of this revelation hangs heavy in the air, leaving her breathless and questioning how she could have missed the signs of his struggle. Steffy, stepping into a role of unexpected compassion, becomes a pillar for Hope in this moment of despair. Despite their storied history of animosity marked by bitter exchanges and competing claims on Liam's heart, Steffy reaches out with a tenderness rarely seen between them. She places a comforting hand on Hope's trembling shoulder, her voice soft as she murmurs words of solace against the backdrop of a ticking wall clock. According to the latest spoilers, this act of kindness is more than a fleeting gesture, it's a bridge over a chasm of past resentments. For years, Liam has yearned for his two ex-wives to find common ground, not just for their own peace but for the sake of their daughters, Beth and Kelly, who share his love. Picture the little girls, unaware of the storm brewing, giggling together at a park while their father's health hangs in the balance. Could this shared grief be the catalyst to mend fractured ties, or will it unearth deeper wounds, driving a permanent wedge between Hope and Steffi? Amidst her sorrow, Hope's mind races with questions about why she was kept in the dark about Liam's condition for so long. As she paces the cozy living room, clutching a faded photo of happier times with Liam, a pang of betrayal stabs at her heart. Why wasn't she among the first to know? Steffi, it seems, was entrusted with this devastating secret from the outset, a fact that stings Hope like a winter chill. Flashbacks of whispered conversations at Forrester Creations reveal that Liam confided in Steffi without hesitation, perhaps finding solace in her unwavering strength. Meanwhile, Hope feels relegated to the sidelines, no longer a priority in the life of a man she once considered her soulmate. Her thoughts spiral to late-night talks under starlit skies, wondering if she misread the depth of their connection. This disparity in trust fuels a quiet resentment. Does Liam see her as less capable of handling the truth, or is there a deeper reason for his silence that she has yet to uncover? Liam's own perspective on this secrecy adds another layer of complexity to the unfolding drama. Determined to shield his loved ones from pain, he consciously chose to hide his deteriorating health, a decision born from a mix of pride and selflessness. In his mind, he pictures himself not as a frail figure tethered to hospital beds, but as the vibrant man who once danced with Hope at glamorous galas and played tag with his daughters on sunny lawns. He confided in close friends that he dreads being seen as the picture of death, yearning instead to embody hope and strength for his family. At intimate dinners, he'd laugh off concerned glances, steering conversations to lighter topics like upcoming fashion lines or beach outings. His focus remains outward, worrying about the emotional toll on his children and ex-wives rather than his own suffering. But this noble intent might backfire, as the burden he sought to spare others now crashes down with double the weight, leaving those he loves grappling with guilt over their obliviousness. The circumstances of Steffi's discovery of Liam's condition also play a crucial role in this narrative. It was Steffi who stumbled upon Liam in a harrowing moment of crisis, finding him unconscious in a dimly lit corner of his apartment, surrounded by scattered papers and an untouched coffee mug. Her quick thinking led to a frantic rush to the hospital, tires screeching on asphalt as she dialed for help. Since that night, Liam has been recuperating under her watchful eye at the Cliff House, a sprawling estate overlooking the Pacific where the ocean's roar masks quieter fears. Steffi's role as his caretaker, while born of necessity, deepens the rift with Hope, who feels further distanced by this act of intimacy. Yet, it also paints Steffi in a new light, not just a rival, but a lifeline in Liam's darkest hour. Will Hope come to appreciate this act of heroism, or will it stoke the embers of rivalry over who holds a more significant place in Liam's fragile present?